Good morning, party people. Good morning. It's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Beth. Good afternoon, Anita. Hi, Susan. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello. Hi, Martha. Hi, Patty. Hi, Ginny. Roll call. Hi, Rosanna. Dawn Dragon Slayer's in the house. I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Paula. I'll put my little lurking button. Where is it? Don't be lurking. If you're here, just be here. It's fine. Good morning, Leslie. Hello. I forgot to brush my hair today. It's been a morning. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Hi, good morning, Marianne. I can't stay. Oh, going to the vet for Keo. Okay, we hope Keo is doing well. I know he was having some issues there for a while. Good morning to you, PK. So, yeah, we're doing it. I have started the plan. The moving plan. I did it. Is that Cindy? Hi, Cindy. Went to surgery. Good morning. Oh, my. They're having surgery. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Teresa. Oh, well, I hope your surgery goes well. Is this on the mouth now with the tooth thing? Yeah, they were like, did you start the moving plan? How's it going? Let me show you how it's going. I went to the bookstore. That's how my moving plan's going. Seems counterproductive, I know. Sometimes I just have to go to the bookstore, okay? Now, I did share these in the group, in our Facebook Messenger group, but just for funs. This one is called The Book of Awakening. This one, I feel like I've read this before. This cover looks very familiar to me. I feel like I've read it before, but this is by a guy who beat cancer. And throughout his time when he was doing all that, he wrote all these kind of like, they're little poetry, kind of like little life lesson-y kind of things that were happening at the time. And then like how he dealt with them. And so they're just like, they're kind of like one-a-days. They have dates, like this one says April 9th, and it's only this long. So it's kind of like a, what do you call that? Like a daily meditation book. So that's this guy. Hi. I've got surgery this month too. No, my problem is my shoulder. My face swelling went away. Well, yeah, just because it went away doesn't mean it's gone. Cindy. I'm getting a new shoulder. Oh, Chris is getting a new shoulder. How is Grandma? I haven't gotten any updates on Grandma. I sent messages and I called and nobody's answering, so I'm not sure what's going on. Use your library for now, so you can return and use up with no space. Well, I will say all my books are used. I will say that. Most of them are used. See, I'm gonna give me a little used thing. I really like our bookstore over here. I know. I was avoiding. I was doing avoidance. That's what was happening here. It's not logical. I understand. I understand it's not logical. That's what happened. Voices of the Wind, Native American Legends. This one is old. This one's from like the 80s or the 70s, I think. So I'm excited to see about this. It didn't say like where exactly this is all from. So it's just legends from everywhere. I don't know. So I'm excited about this. Generally, me and Jefferson read these together because he reads them to me. That's like our thing. I don't know if you guys know that. This one is really fun, and honestly, I just got it for the pictures. You aren't alone. My hubby has to have a shoulder surgery. as well. Good morning. Good morning, Mary. Hi, Beth. Good morning, Randy and Thunder Chatters. Happy Wednesday. The book I found was helpful. Yeah. Vistaprint ad. I was just over there. Yeah, they're tracking you, Roseanne. Cookbooks? No cookbooks. Sometimes I buy cookbooks because I like the pictures. Hi, Bixby. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
You have Do Not Disturb turned on.
This one was a new book, but it was $21, so I don't feel horrible about it. But look at all the cool pictures. So, here's one of the things. For those of you who are new here, welcome to Randy's Storytime. We're going to do beading, I promise. When I very first got into AA, I struggled with a higher power situation, you know, as most addicts and alcoholics do. So one of the things I was doing was I was doing some of my Native American rituals because they're things you can like do, you know, like do. And so when I found this, I thought it was really cool because it has sections all about like the rhythm of the wheel and the seasons. It's basically about it's kind of native themed. Like the Three Sisters is native themed. And it's about planting your garden and stuff and like how to do it and how if you've ever read Braiding Sweetgrass, it talks a lot about how the Three Sisters like coincide with each other to help each other grow in gardening. Like it is like super in depth because it's written by a herbologist, or a plant person, a person who does plants. Anyway, so anyways, that's in here. But moral of the story is like I saw that it had all these little things you can do, and I was very drawn to that. So it like gives you the information, and then it'll have like a little project. Like this one says make music, and so it's like go out and then like make the little sticks, and then you run the sticks up and down each other, I assume, after you cut the things in it, and like be in nature and stuff like that. You can make earth body artwork, where you like make little sticks and make it look like a person. And they're all broken down by like the season, right? So this one is under, you know how I like to do things backwards. This is under midsummer, and it's all very like, very artsy, like the photos and stuff, which I really like. So again, these are books that are meant to be read like one page at a time. This one is the spirit of the season for it says Yule, so it must be for winter. Get out of bed. That's me. And here they have some things on like smudging, making your own smudge bundles, rituals. Oh, this is rituals for bath, smoke cleansing for your bath, what you're gonna need, how to put it. It's like a recipe book, right? So I'm very much into these things, mostly because, like I said, when I came into AA and I struggled with my higher power, I did these things that I could do because I was not a person who was believing in, you know, power greater than myself at the moment. So I had to do that, and it was very helpful. These people are making their own pendulums. Oh yeah. So this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I like that it's broken down by season, because then it's like based on like when you go outside, when you're not outside. It was $21.99. It's called The Wheel of the Year, an illustrated guide to nature's rhythm. So if you're interested in that, if not, it's also just very pretty, right? So got that going on. And then, because we needed this was a must-have. Watercoloring, painting with me in the forest, because I decided I'm going to learn how to watercolor paint. I've never taken a watercolor painting book before. I'm going to do that, because, you know, with all my time. But look how cute it is. Okay, so they give you the instruction. Good morning. They give you step-by-step instructions. The colors you're going to need, the supplies you're going to need. It says how to do the strokes. This bumblebee is created using short strokes and white highlights. The consistency of the paint should be rather opaque so that you will use only a small amount of water to reactivate your colors. The furry and line details will require a small detail brush for maximum impact. And then it tells you how to do it step by step. Fill in the upper body circle with ivory black. Use a dry brush to remove some paint to form a light spot in the center. Let it dry completely. And then look, on the other side, they've given you an outline so that you can do it. Is that not fun? You know, I suck at following instructions, but I want to do it. And then these are all watercolor pages, so you're supposed to be able to do it in the book, right? Like that's the deal. And then it shows you how it should look. And it has like all these really cute things. And then it tells you about like how to paint fur. Right, like practicing. And here's a trout, and here's some daisies. And then it gives you the little like starter kit. Did they give you the paint? No, but I have paint kit. I do like to paint. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm sure if you've been around here for a while, you do. I do like to paint. I'm not really like, I have a watercolor painting set because somebody bought it for me for Christmas. This little squirrel. But I'm feeling like I could really be a successful water painter because look, he doesn't even really have to have all these super details or anything. He's just kind of there doing water paint things. I'm thinking I could do that. So, anywho, I was thinking this might be kind of fun for like just relaxing times. It's a snail. Snailed it. So anyway, that book is called In the Forest. Watercolor with me. It has a lot of pages. 50 no sketch watercolor projects. So there we go. This guy was a little spendy. He was $24. That was the book haul for the day. There is some other things, but they're for Amber's birthday. Oh, and I did get these pens because can you go to an art store and not buy new pens? However, I will say I thought they were going to be a little bit more thick than they are. I wanted to use these to write my cards. So this is like the brush side, which I can't really use this side to write my cards out, like my thank you notes, because it's a brush. And then this side is super fine. So I was like, oh dang. So these are not going to be able to be used for card writing. But, you know, maybe I'll use them for some. I'm sure I will use them for something. And these are like all the pastel-y colors for spring. And they come in this cute little jar. Or whatever it is. The packaging. The packaging got me. So. The packaging got me. All right. So anyways, that was the goings on. I was after I went to the doctor. I had to go because it did snow here in Minnesota. And I had to go to the grocery store, and my bookstore is connected to the grocery store because it's like the co-op and the bookstore. So the grocery store was just packed full of people, and I was like, well, I'll just swing in here to the bookstore real quick. I can't bead much after the surgery. Oh my. My grandma paints? Yeah, my grandma paints. My grandma paints. I've painted a few things. I don't know. Jeff says that I'm good at it, but I think he's required to say that. But I've never, really taken... I was excited about the little watercolor book because I like watercolor things. I think they look cool. Did you go to the bead store? I did not. I did not go to the bead store. I'm going to go to the bead store tomorrow. Thursday. I'm going to go to the bead store tomorrow. That is, of course, unless we get 2 more feet of snow, which it's supposed to stop snowing now, and then by I think Thursday it's supposed to be warming up. We shall see. But yeah, we did get all the snow, so that's happening. But I'm going to go on Thursday to the bead store. Now, I have these guys, which we're going to work with today. These are the faceted Aventurine stones. We did these in the drop on Monday. Same with this guy. This is a little Peacock. He may look familiar. We had a lapis one in the bargain bead box at some point recently. That was pretty recent, right? It was like a couple months ago. But this guy is a green Aventurine, and I thought he was very cute, and I knew I was going to need some metal. So I picked out some metals. I'm not exactly sure which way I want to go. I keep all my metals in these little jars like this just because I think they're cute. And then when things are cute, you know, because I like packaging, I like to use them more because they're cute. So this is a thing that I do with all of my metal things and stuff. These little jars are from the Dollar Tree, in case you didn't know. I have something in my eye. I was talking to Molly this morning before we got going on the live here, and I was telling her, like, because we're starting to go through, we started yesterday, we're going through, like, the shelf in the basement that has, like, it was, like, the rollover inventory. Like, we have, like, this extra inventory that never made it to the website just because we just didn't have enough manpower to get it up, and now we're starting to go through that. We're starting to go through the overstock. We're starting to go through Randy's personal beads. Phyllis is starting to work on putting those into the scoops bin. We're going to start scoops in May. Scoops in May. I don't know if I told you guys that. Scoops? Probably not, because I just decided. We're going to start doing scoops in May. It's going to be live. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree. I got to find one of those candy scoopers or the dog scooper or some kind of scooper. And then we're going to do it live. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Hi. So I want to make this into a string necklace, but here's the thing. I need a couple of things because I want to add some stuff. I want to add, this is, by the way, in case you were still, this is, I'm behind the times if you're just lurking on me. This was from February, dollar bead box and bargain bead box. I've been picking out of here and adding to my endeavors. And I'm going to take these matte lapis, and I'm going to add that. And then I'm also going to add 2 of these little, I think these are supposed to be lotuses, like lotus charms. Do I want 2 or 4? I think I'm just going to do 2. Maybe we'll do earrings. I'll take 2 for earrings. Do I want 4? 4 might be too many. Talking to myself, don't mind me. So I'm going to snag that up out of here since I got it. I did consider these, but these are too much. It's too much. This is going to need its own situation. Quite honestly, I want to do these on a different day. Like, this is like the background of the flower. That would be cute. Even with this one. I don't know how I feel about the metal and the glass, but anywho, that's a different day. And I want some carnelian. I'm going to look in this box. I want some carnelian stones. Look at you being amazing. Oh, you're upright. Forgot about you. So these are like, the reason I have this out is that these are my personal boxes of beads. They look crazy town, I know. But it's because I hate digging my finger in there and then I hurt my finger, so I just put them in baggies, right? And this is what you get sometimes. Look at this guy. Ooh, he's fun. These are all genuine turquoise. Oh, here's another one. Look at that. Would you just look at that? You guys. This one's 30 bucks. This one's 27. You guys gotta get made, man. Garden quartz. Look at those. So good. Yeah, so I just put them in baggies. But here's the thing. We're going to start going through all my boxes like this, and these little baggies are going to go into the scoops, right? That's part of it. Because I can't store, I'm like, am I going to store all this stuff? You know, I don't know. These are those ones that look like the world. They're lapis and green. What is that one called? You know, this one, they call it a thing. It's blue and green. It kind of looks like Earth if you look at it from far away. Hi. That's a great idea. Yeah, well, this is just my personal stash. And then if I need something, a lot of times, ooh, maybe these will work. I wanted carnelian, but I'm not seeing any. And I don't want to go look for another box. These are red. These are dyed quartz. And they're English cut. That would probably work. Got these mookite. Ooh, nice. Golf ball mookite. Yeah, some of these things are from Taylor's Falls. Some are from just my adventures. Some are from... Most of these are not from Bargain Bead Box because I have a separate Bargain Bead Box like tub. I remember these. Where do these come from? Did Amber give me these? Why are these not in the Amber box? Maybe Amber didn't give me these. So good. See these? They have purple on. And then they match. I don't even know what those are. They look like Superior. I have to ask somebody. I got some Courage Bears. I got all kinds of things. Anyways, not the point. The point is that, let's see if I got some carnelian stones. And if not, we're going to use those little dyed guys. Oh, here, no. I just want them for the pop of color. We do have carnelian on the website. I just didn't feel like opening a whole strand because I'm only going to use, look at all my turtles. I'm only going to use like 4 of them. That seemed quite wasteful. I do have mookite. I also find when I put things in, like, even if there's only like 1 or 2 beads and I put them in here, I'm like, oh, those will, it makes me feel like they're new. I don't know if that's crazy. It makes me feel like, oh, these are new. And then I'm like, oh, I'll use those. You know, kind of like how when you put them in the jar, they're cute. And you're like, oh, I'll use those because they're cute and they're in the jar. I'm like, oh, look at this special thing in the bag. Those are cute. I'm a crazy person. Don't mind me. Okay, so we're going to go with these red ones. So now we have this, right? No, I actually only know because I got one of them when the extras came out. Cresicola. Rescued a puppy who looks to be part border collie? You rescued a puppy? Sorry, I'm missing all the good stuff. What's happening? Where's my mouse? I gotta put this on live chat. Again, I forgot to do that. It's never been such a big problem before with the live chat thing. But they're redoing YouTube. Did y'all know? They're doing a bunch of stuff to YouTube right now. All right, hear me out. Here we go. Is he trying to herd you? Probably. these ones are matte, but I don't care. Whoop. Try to debate how I feel about this. This one only has 3. Which technically means I could do one more up top, but these with the earrings. That's what I'll do. Put one more up top. Put these with the earrings. Yes, ma'am. Just like that. Earrings, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I only used like 4 of these beads. Well, it was more than 4, but you know, like I didn't want to get all involved in all that. Then these little guys are gonna go here on the necklace. Well, they'll probably be down more. Then pointed in like so. And then we need to put some silver. Not very many of those. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. I wouldn't be able to do them all. Metal spacers. I don't know your webpage. What? Oh, the Bernie's beads. Fun facts. I don't know if you guys know this, but Thunderhorse Descendant also has a relationship with Bernie's beads. Okay, I think I'm going to try to use as many of these as I want. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to cap them on here, and it might cover up too much. I might only do 1 cap size, since that's probably all I can do. And then I was going to use these, but they're too big, so I'm going to use this teeny tinky tots. Let me get those out. Teeny tinky tots. I still need to email a post. I found a note. Andy's putting notes on herself. I don't know. There we go. You do? Yeah. When I go down there, I do. We did a whole live at the store. There's a whole thing. Tinky tots. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. All right, so I'm going to string this up just like this. I'm going to make my life easy. I didn't finish my beading from yesterday either. Remember? I was like, oh, I'm going to finish this. I didn't. I'm excited for Jefferson to come home this weekend. I'm going to try to call my aunt after this and see if there's any new updates on Grandma. Let me put these for the earrings aside. And I'm just splitting these so that I know what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, we're good to rock. So this will be one for each side. Don't the colors look pretty together? I know my desk is kind of blown out this morning because I got this like super light going. And it's like weird overcasty here. But yeah. I like the colorway. Alright, so first things first, I gotta figure out if I'm gonna keep this bail on here. Yeah, I guess I will. It is one of those ones that's not soldered. It's like an open one, which normally is kind of problematic for me, but this one doesn't seem bad. So I'll keep it. It's a wire. Do, 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 do. I think I'm gonna go just regular medium? Question mark? Yeah. I got them, I just need specifics, and then I can invoice you. You do? All right, here we go. So if you've been around here for any length of time, you know that I like to get all my stuff ready before I start going, because then I just feel better about it. So I'm gonna get this going, and then I'm gonna find some jump rings for my little charms, because I'm gonna have to string those on, and those are gonna need jump rings. Aren't those cute? I think they're cute. Where are the holes? What's happening? What's happening? They're not here. They're gone. Why are they gone? Houston. Excuse me, Houston? In the force. Hold on. What in the actual heck? There's little tiny ones in here. What? Am I just not seeing them? I'm like, what is happening? I mean, I guess. No. Maybe they got mixed up with something and I just can't see them. Those ones are too big. Those ones are round. Those ones are way too small. I'm Goldilocks. These ones are round. I can't function. Hold on. I just can't do it, Captain. I haven't got the power. Those are twisted. I should have stainless steel oval jump rings, is what I should have, in size 6. And I don't. All right, I'm going to the other desk. I don't know what has happened here, but there's been a travesty. Okay, so what has happened? What has transpired here has been a crime. Someone broke into my house and took all of my size 6 stainless steel oval jump rings from both desks. They're gone. So we're going to use these antique silver ones, and then I guess we're going to go shop the store downstairs. That one is stainless steel. Okay. Interesting. We're just winging it over here. Alright. You go in and you go this way. Ta-da! Alright. Now, goodness, the struggle is real. Struggle is real today. Struggle is real today. Is real today. The struggle is real today. Okay, here we go. I am going to use some of these size 8. We'll see beads. And put 3 of them on there. And I'll put my veil over the top and see what it looks like. Yeah. Pretty good out of 10. Been working on it since 5 a.m. Your fringe earring? Yeah, them fringe earrings will get you. I'm gonna tell you what. You kind of have to really enjoy that situation. Pity we can't pass things through the phone. We're on it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this little tiny spacer. And then put this little tiny spacer. gonna start working. Let's start working over here. I'm gonna put one green. Bead cap. Blue one. Spacer. Red guy. Blue one. Bead cap. Yeah, so that way it looks like it's capping the entire, like, 3 pieces and not just each bead. They will eventually find a way. I need to send you some of the hematite spacers that we talked about. So, here we go. Just gonna pull this way over so it's easier to work with. Four, 5, 6, 7. I think I like that. Oh, I messed it up. Forgot a bead. Keepers. Jeepers creepers. Okay. Oh, it's falling down. There we go. I still messed it up. Look what I did. I stuck a spacer in there. Jeepers. It's a day today. I'm gonna tell you that much for free. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, just try again. All right, there, I think I got it going on. Yeah, he's gonna be cute. All right, let me get my handy dandy bead stopper and do some on the other side so we can get the full effect here. Gotta do that with this set of beads over here. Oops. I like it, Randy. Thanks. I have been pricing and labeling and writing descriptions of jewelry that is to go to the art center. You have to deliver it today. Well, good. All right, so I'm going to do this side, and then we're going to get the full effect. I think I am committed to this little design situation we got going on here. I do like it. I am glad that we added these colors. I mean, obviously the carnelian would have been lovely with the more orange, but this is just as good, I feel. And we got to use up the rest of those little English cut quartz that I had, which is I always feel good about that because I'm like, oh yeah, I used those up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then one more on this side. Boop. Boop. I much enjoy. Yeah. I've been trying to get back into more of just like the enjoyment parts of the business, you know. Business is always business and it's always going to be doing its thing, you know. And it's just like there's, especially on the internet, you know, it's always more and, you know, this and that and all the things. And I don't know, I think just like since having the baby situation going on, I'm just like, no. If we're being real about it, I'm just like, no, not doing that. I'm just going to do what I like. I'm going to do what makes me happy. And it's just going to be what it is. I'm lucky in the fact, though, that I have you guys who've been with me for such a long time. Most of you. Some of you are new, and that's good, too. But I already kind of have an audience, which is good. So I am able to do that. But when you're starting out doing this kind of thing, which it kind of sounds like that's what Heather and Cindy and Amy are doing, there is a lot of pressure. So this is just our reminder to just stay centered, you know. There will always be somebody who's doing it bigger and better than you, and there'll always be somebody who's you know, getting more stuff and has more people and all that. And you just gotta remember, we're doing this, everybody, you have to do it for the fun. Because if you don't, we're gonna end up pretty sad because everybody's doing such wonderful stuff out here in the art world, you know. So I'm just back to basics over here. I don't even care. I was thinking about that the other day when I was reading my, you know, because I'm reading my meditation books, and went to my mental health doctor, and they're trying to get me to relax. They said, I was like, "Have you met me?" And they were like, "Maybe you should try it." I was like, "Maybe you should." Whatever. Like, I was not happy. But yeah, we're just, you know, just doing everybody's just doing what they can. Just remember, everybody's doing what they can. Some can do more than others. Some can't. Am I gonna do a double pattern over here on the side? Or am I just gonna keep going? Like nothing happened. I think I'm gonna keep going like nothing happened. You know what? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then these guys. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then these guys. And then that leaves me with 2, 4, 6. 6. Oh. That's okay. I'm gonna do it. It was almost 7, but not really. It was kind of a fake 7. Thanks, Randy. It is a lot. I have support of my community. Hold on, I gotta get a warm rubber shot. Oh my goodness, it's 9:51. I gotta get a warm rubber shot real quick. This is really beautiful. Oh, good morning, warm fuzzy vibes. Good morning. Hi, Ruth. I agree. Do what you love. I like to use emojis to cuss, like this. I get the first one. What's the second one? Kick and... Oh. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I got it. Support of the community has given me self-esteem and purpose again. I would have never thought that I would be doing all of that this years ago. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot. It can be a lot. Seems like breakfast of champions. Let's do that. A little zip of coffee and a little potato chip chocolate pieces. I mean, potato chip chocolate. I like it's simple. Hi, thanks, Marianne. Yeah, I do like the colors that we decided on. I like the way it's going. Mm. Mm-hmm. Two, three, four. Well, you know what? I can't really take credit for all that. I used to get wrapped up in all that stuff when I was new, you know? And I'd get my feelings hurt, and when people talk about me on the internet, and when I wouldn't get a job, and all that stuff. 7. But then I realized mostly through Amber, right? Like, really believing, I guess, like really believing in, you know, because people can say, you know, they can say whatever they want, but they'll say like, oh yeah, just do your thing, and you know, la-di-da, and it's all good, and but like really believing it is kind of another thing. But once I started believing that, and I started believing that through Amber, I think like just because Amber's just like she's her unique person, and she like no matter like what happens, she's still her unique person. And that was really inspiring to me, because I was just like, yeah. And, you know, her style might not be for everybody, and that's fine. It's for her, and she has a wonderful time with it. And I was like, yeah, that's how we should be. Let's just calm down. Everybody just calm down. People get caught up in the trends and the things and the, you know, the views and all that. And I'm just like, no. And then I found out when you do that, and you're just your unique person, then the people who like you, which are the people you want, that'd be you guys for me. Like, you want those people because those people are going to be worth a lot more than like a whole bunch of people that don't care about you. You know what I mean? I mean, I think that can be said for a lot of things, just like in life or in friendships or in, you know, any job really. Like, quality over quantity kind of thing. Because here we have our community, and our community is supportive of one another. You go to some other bead communities, and they'd probably throw you out for talking about doing a live sale, you know, or something. That's happened to me before. When I was like, I got kicked out of some bead groups, and I was quite surprised because, as you know, I was really like late to the beading industry situation online. I didn't know anything about it. I got kicked out of a lot of groups because I was under the impression like, oh, we're all out here doing art, and I was wrong. was wrong. They were like, no, we just want you to support us and use our stuff and do this, and you're our customer. This is what really got me. For those of you who are moving into this new situation with the bead selling, don't ever assume that your customers, people who are buying for you, are only yours. Because let's be real. Customers buy from all over the place. You used to be a customer. Once you get into it, it'll start to be a thing. And people don't belong to you. I found that very strange on the internet. I found that to be a very strange thing. They're like, these are my customers and you can't talk to them. And it was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was unaware we were doing slavery. My bad. What? What are you talking about? And I was really like, I guess I was kind of naive that way. I just thought like we were all going to be friends and everybody was going to get along. I was wrong. So FYI on that. All right, this side is done. I'm wondering, I still got these two little guys. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Let me see how long that is. It's looking kind of long, yeah? That's okay. I think it's all right. Let me put a bead stopper on here so I don't lose the whole thing. Right. Yeah, move it down. All right, let me give her a measure here. Yeah, I don't know. I've just seen some real crazy things and I'm just like, I just don't do that. I'm just like, listen. You never know what you're going to get at Thunderhouse. You also don't want people to have too much expectations of you, I don't think, as far as like, you have to be consistent on the internet. That is one thing I try to do. I try to always be here when I say I'm going to be here, but it's not always possible, because I'm a human and things happen. And if you have a community who doesn't recognize that, it can be really hard on you. We have not ever had that problem, obviously, but I've seen people who've struggled with that. So we're right at 20. I think when we get the clasp and everything on, we're going to be at 22. I'm okay with that. 22 is fine. I do like it. I like where we're going with that. Ooh! Now what did I do? I do like that some of the other people are starting to be a little more like kind of authentic, I feel. Like showing that they make mistakes and, all this different stuff. Years ago, it wasn't always like that. They were everybody was just always kind of acting like they knew everything and they, could make anything and they were, just like cutting their videos and never show their mistakes, that kind of thing. I think that's kind of over now, so that's good, and I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hooray for the new improved Keo. What happened with Keo? He's back again. Follow-up visit went good. Got a little turned off of one channel because the first-time viewer asked to gauge the wire they used, and she basically told them to join the paid group. Oh. There are so many niches in the jewelry world. There's room for all of us. That is true. It is interesting how many job friendships are just that. Not everyone is going to like you or etc. However, you do need to be honest and not sugarcoat. People can read through that. Was on Sam's bead sale yesterday and she was quite surprised that folks had been asking about her. Oh. The other groups want you to give advice but promote their services and products. I have learned to check the board group name before answering. Yeah, you might want to do that. That's true. There's a lot that have they have specific rules about. We've never been like that. Thunderhorse Descendant's never been like that, and mostly because I just don't believe in that kind of thing. But but yeah, I've gotten into situations where I've gotten thrown out of groups because they're like, oh, but they only want you to talk about their products. or they only want you to show things you've made with their products. And if you have someone else's product on there, it's like, okay, well, that's fine, but don't talk about that, you know? So, it's just, it's so much things, you know? It's so much things. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. I'm just happy being over here in my little part of the community, just chilling. just chilling out over here, just doing stringing projects. If you need some stringing projects, I got you covered. Okay, got them all on there. Ooh, it's 10:02. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I'm gonna just string the rest of these up so they're on there, and then I'll just clip it off at the top with my bead stopper, and then we'll log off for the day. Don't forget, today is members only bingo at 3 o'clock. You should already have your bingo card. Jefferson texted me and he said, I left my bingo card at home. And I said, well, you better go get it at lunch. I said, you better go get it, because otherwise you can't play. I love no drama beading. Yeah. No drama beading. I think the most drama we have is that I sometimes I feel like it's boring. I'm like, are you guys bored? I'm trying to be fun, but, you know, sometimes we just have to do repetitive things because that's part of it. But then I'm just like, no, you guys are beaters. You know how it is. 1, 2. Woo! Come here, you. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Haha. Oh yeah. Get evened up here. Oh, that was way too much of the one way. There we go. Oh, and the earrings. I forgot about the earrings. Okay, so here we are. It's going to be about 22 inches. Ooh, my heater just turned on and it's like blowing cold air right now. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Let me turn this off. That doesn't help either. I got weird overcast today. Disregard my comments. Okay. Are you yelling at the dog? Is that your dog's name? Oh. You should go back and see all the love that are in these comments. And then they will lose followers because that's really behavior. Yeah. That is true. Okay, you guys, here we are. I'm happy with it. Hopefully it doesn't come apart. I'm gonna show you up here. Maybe. I don't have the end on yet. I can't. Hold on. Oh. It's going to be quite long. I'm okay with that. This camera is given, oh, it's backwards. This camera is given more color this morning. I do like the color. I'm going to take a picture. I usually always take a picture after we're done and put it on Facebook just so people can see, like, this is the morning project we made in case they want to, like, watch the video. You know what I mean? I don't put the video, but I just put, like, this is what we made today on X date. And then if they want, they can look for that date on the video. But usually the picture is always a little bit better. I have to get the ending on it. But I do like it. I like it. I didn't know if I was going to like that little peacock. But I think he turned out quite well. Be honest with you. We got a little snow this morning. Your expanded lives have not embedded in my brain yet. I was typing. If you are doing tutorials, you are supposed to be teaching, so teach. Yeah, I don't really know that I would call my stuff tutorials. I mean, I guess probably. Like, when I think of tutorials, I think of, like, step-by-step instruction of something somebody's planned. And I don't always have that. I'm like, we're going to make some stuff. You want to make some stuff? I'm more like, let's, like, bead with me. I'm like, your bead with me, friend. I'm like, we're going to do beading. You can do what you want. You don't have to do this. You can do whatever you want. I am just going to make this. And if you like this, you could make it. But it's not a step-by-step instructional video. And I think me and Rosanna talked about that when we were doing the Breakfast of Champions. When we were doing the link book. The heck's the name of the link book? I can't even remember. Oh my god. Something link. I can't remember. Anyway. And some of their instructions were a little bit interesting. But we do have a playlist with that. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's always the wrong button. I always push the wrong one. Missing link. That's what it's called. Yeah. So that was a book that I bought. And we were like, hey, why don't we make all the links in this book? Do you ever buy a book and you're like, I'm going to justify. Yeah, here it is right here. This is the missing link. It's a book called The Missing Link, if you didn't know that. And then this is me. It's mostly me. And then Rosanna's has all the flowers on the title card. And we were doing it together. And we did all the links in the book. Because do you ever buy a book and you're like, I'm going to make all of these things, and then don't? Yeah, me too. So that was us getting out of that. That's called the Missing Link series. I really enjoyed those link lessons. Yeah, I mean, the link series was fun. It's not something that I ever use. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I do. Sometimes. I don't know if I'd really consider myself like a wire wrapper, because I don't really like it. Like, I'll do it, but I don't really like it. You know? Some people really like it. I think Jill Cara, she really likes it. Cindy from Seattle, she really likes it. I think Rosanna likes it, for the most part. Yeah, me too, Mary. It's like Heather's going to start doing some lives on her channel. Yeah, I did a video yesterday for Softflex, and it was just an unboxing video. But I did it here at this. You guys probably saw it. I did it here at this desk. And I don't know how people felt about that, but I was like, it's fine. Maybe I'll do more videos over here. I don't know. I'm kind of like, the transitioning things are happening because I might only get to have one desk when I get to Bismarck because of space. you know, because I have 2 desks. My other desk is over there. Right there. That's my YouTube recording studio desk. So that's like a completely different desk. And then this is my work desk. And then that's Phyllis's desk over there. We got a lot of desk things happening. But we're probably only going to get to have this desk in the room at the apartment. And then Jeff told me that he wants to be on my desk. He was like, well, we could just put both of our computers on your double-spaced desk. And I'm like, can we? Because I use both my spaces. My double-spaced desk. But anywho, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have water spray bottles for Joey. Yeah, I have that too, Beth. If I pick up the air can, the cats just stop doing whatever they're doing. They're just like, run away! Alright guys, well, I've got lots to do today. Molly is loading up the website with some stuff for me to price. So I got that going on. I do, at some point, have to finish all of this beading. I have Friday's project, not finished. I have yesterday's project, not finished. I have today's project, not finished. So, I got a lot of unfinished projects that I would like to deal with. Wow, your stained glass is beautiful. Oh, yeah, right here? It's weird because it's sideways. This way? This guy. Yeah, I have one here, and then I have one over there as well. They came at the house. Our house was built in 1910. So they're original to the house, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, don't forget, today at 3 o'clock is members only bingo. Find your bingo card. You should have it already. If you are in another country, yours was emailed to you. Just know that. We're going to do that today at 3 o'clock. We're going to play 5 games of bingo. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you're a member, which means you're a paying member of the channel, you will automatically get to play bingo, members bingo. We play it once a month. This is the day. This one has actually been postponed from March because we're still playing catch up on all the time I was gone. So this one is actually for March. This is not April's game. This is for March. And then we'll play again in April. I will be printing off the members list the first Sunday of April. So this Sunday is when I will print off the list. If you become a member by then, you will be on the list and get a bingo card to play, just in case you were wondering. And that's what we got going on with that. So there will be 5 prizes, 5 games. Don't forget. Also, don't forget to do your FOC projects. Those are also due this Sunday. And then we'll have the drawing on the 7th? 8th. That's May. Must be the 8th. My calendar is set to May because I'm in May. All right, guys. I hope you have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. Thank you for being here. And I will see you with some of you today and some of you tomorrow morning. Bye.